The same logic applies with Zach Gardner's debut title, Garbanzo Quest. The title initially appears to borrow heavily from the king of platforming, Mario, and Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo in particular. In fact, Gardner himself often has referred to the game as being comparable to Super Mario World. This borrowing of mechanics and ideas allows for a far more efficient development cycle and most likely a better game in many respects. Garbanzo Quest didn't need to reinvent Super Mario World's world map, complete with a sweeping interconnected overworld, alternate paths through worlds, and even near copy-paste equivalents to Super Mario World's bonus, star, and special worlds in terms of structure. It didn't need to reinvent Super Mario World's level design philosophy, dedicating levels to a particular concept or gimmick, and testing players on that gimmick by way of introducing it safely, elaborating on the mechanic, and then adding a twist halfway through. On a more basic level, it didn't need to reinvent its basic jumping and platforming mechanics. It didn't need to reinvent its cartoony look and bold color palette. It didn't need to reinvent the concept of moving right in most cases to progress through a level. Mr. Smiley is a version of the Angry Sun. The Bean Wizard is just a Magic Koopa. The Angry Shark is Boss Bass. And just like those other titles, Garbanzo Quest only stands to benefit from resembling 2D Mario in this way.
The upsides of borrowing from one of the best titles in its genre from the development standpoint massively benefited Gardner, almost certainly cutting months or even years of extra development. Additionally, it serves to provide a framework for players to base their experience off of. Garbanzo Quest could be someone's first game, but it probably won't be. People could make more informed decisions as to whether they would like a game like Garbanzo Quest by simply asking themselves if they liked Super Mario World and would like to play something kind of similar.
Even in instances where Garbanzo Quest unquestionably deviates from Super Mario World, it nonetheless feels as though many of these mechanics were born from 2D Mario's base and then later iterated on, and that iteration serves an audience expecting a Super Mario World-like experience extremely well. A great example here is the concept of the secret exit. In both titles, the map frequently branches out into numerous directions by way of levels having secret exits. In Super Mario World, these exits are accessed by finding a hidden key in select levels and carrying said key to a keyhole. As such, when players come across a key in Garbanzo Quest, they're likely to expect to have to carry that key to some keyhole later in the level. Instead, the key comes to life and starts attacking players. This is a fun twist on a classic mechanic that subverts the expectation of many players who rightly assume the game is building off of Super Mario World's framework.
Mechanics like these help give Garbanzo Quest more of an identity and fosters the opportunity for players to have memorable experiences and stories to tell about their play experience.